Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. Today we are making some really easy dollar projects using mostly Dollar Tree items. These turned out really fun, easy to try to recreate on a budget. I do want to give a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I'll share a little bit more about them later on in the video, but let's go ahead and get on into crafting. So first, I wanted to take a couple of these wooden crates from Dollar Tree and piece them together to make like a larger, kind of like floral crate looking holder. So it would be a really fun way to display my favorite fall floral finds that Dollar Tree has out right now. But I didn't like those holes in the sides because I am going to be mixing it up a little bit today. And I wanted to cover the edges with some fun like gray and white gingham scrapbooking paper. So I didn't want it sinking inside of these holes or it being able to tear easily, so I did fill them up with some hot glue, and then taking these large popsicle sticks, I'm able to rub over them so that the hot glue is really smooth with the wood. And then I am taking my steel colored chalk paint and painting these. I do make sure the sides are really nice and flat by sanding them a tiny bit, and then hot glue these two crates together. So this is the paper I'm going with to cover the edges. It will cover up all of the ugly imperfections, but also add a ton of detail and make it look really pretty. I love this pattern with all of my fall decor. So I just laid it on the piece of scrapbooking paper. This paper came from Hobby Lobby. I traced around the crate, and then I'm cutting it down to size. I did have to try to trim it up just a tiny bit, and then gluing this down. Even though I did use this school glue, which I do like using in my crafts, I did go ahead and kind of hot glue down the top and the bottom just to make sure it has a nice strong hold. Since I did paint the crates to look a little bit rustic and they're not perfect, I did want the paper to look a little bit worn too, so I lightly sanded over that. And then I'm going to be putting a little pumpkin on the front to really dress this up. So I used one of the little ornament charms from Dollar Tree. I did fill in the little hole at the top with some wood filler, and then painting this with my favorite moss green color. I also found these little wooden words from Dollar Tree, so I used the bless word to glue on top of the pumpkin. I just went ahead and left it the natural wood color. I feel like it really popped off of this, but also matches the look I'm going for, and then stuck a piece of styrofoam down inside, and I'll be able to use my wire cutters to pull off the little individual stems of these floral picks so that I can place them where I want them. I love how this turned out. I ended up using a combo of like the blue leaves as well as some white ones, pulled away the smushed like styrofoam pumpkins that came on these floral stems, but I love how it looks in this little gray crate box. My Dollar Tree just restocked all of these little 3.5 by 5 inch frames. They are this beautiful natural wood color with the little metal label holder at the bottom. I thought it'd be really fun to piece 6 of these together to make like a fall window or like a little glass window that I could decorate for fall. So I picked out some of this faux white like scrapbooking paper. I cut it down to size to fit all of these frames. I didn't worry about it matching up perfect. I'm going to be decorating a lot on top of this, so you're not going to pay any attention to the lines matching up, but go ahead and cut this down 6 times and put it in all of the frames. Now I needed this to be really sturdy. I didn't trust just to glue the frames together themselves, so I do end up hot gluing all of them together and adding in some wood planks on the back, so we'll do that in just a second. But I wanted to show you a few pieces that I picked out to decorate this with. I'm picking up one of the wooden word packs, like I said in the first project. I chose Hello Autumn to put in the middle, and I am going to be removing the label holders where I need to, so not all at one time, just kind of seeing what needed to lay flat against this window, and then adding in 3 of these same pumpkins that I used in the first project, painting them the same moss green color, and then adding like a little accent pumpkin in the center by painting it this beige color. And then I always love adding in brown to any color that I'm using for fall, especially on these pumpkins. I give it the shape of the pumpkin and just keep piling on the different colors of paint until I like it. And then kind of doing the same for the tan one, and then I ended up painting the words white. I had some of these little planks left over from my wood plank video, so I thought these would be perfect and sturdy to put on the back. They were the perfect size, and this will just make it like a nice solid piece, so none of these frames are going to fall off. And then it was time for the most fun part, which is kind of stacking up all the decorations on here and really dressing it up. I placed my little pumpkins down. I didn't worry about the little screw holes from removing the little label holders, but you can fill those in if you want to. But glued everything down, and then I made a very simple little burlap ribbon by looping over the tails of each other and tying it in the center. But it was a little bit crooked, so I did end up tying another tiny little loop to glue in the middle. And then I started adding in stickers. I added some sunflower stickers as well as these leaves. I ended up taking all of the sunflower stickers off. I just didn't love them as much as I did the leaves, so I just kind of placed them here and there, but I think this turned out really pretty. You could decorate this up as much as you wanted or leave it as plain as you wanted, but a really fun piece that could be decorated to go with more neutral decor or using more of traditional colors. I love making these like easier projects. They're so inexpensive to put together, but I want to stop and tell you a little bit more about Skillshare and why I love them, and then we'll get back on into some more crafts. So Skillshare is an online learning community that offers thousands of inspiring classes for creators just like you. You can join to explore new skills, learn more about your passions. There are no ads, and they are always adding new classes, which is a perfect way to get inspired whether you are a beginner or a pro crafter. There's definitely something for everyone. And just as a crafter in general, like, it never has a top. You're never going to learn all that you need to know. So I love like all of the art classes and creative classes. They offer classes on like calligraphy and even like editing videos and taking videos and your photo shoots. For instance, if you are wanting help with your busy schedule, I highly recommend this Productivity for Creatives by Thomas Frank. It is so good and breaks down how to get more done. But if you're not into being such a creator and just want casual fun stuff, they have tons of crafting videos. I love everything artsy. Be sure to go check out the link in the description box so that you can join at Skillshare today. For the first 1,000 of my subscribers will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. Next, I wanted to redo this pumpkin. So these are really cool. I just picked these up at Dollar Tree and they have these large metal words on the front, which is so fun. You can take these off and use them for other projects. I wanted to use this on a pumpkin. I just didn't love the color and the style of this exact pumpkin. So I thought it would be fun to kind of make these really cute and make them half and half. So I have this like script scrapbooking paper I thought would be really fun to put at the bottom and then paint the top like a coordinating color. I wish I would have took a couple of extra seconds to really sanded down those little staple holes. They do pop through the paint, so that's the only thing I really wish I would have changed. But this pumpkin, or if you do paint it on the back, it does like really soak up this paint, so it did take a few coats. And then I laid down my scrapbooking paper and then took something, I find like popsicle sticks or these little tower blocks work best to kind of go around the edges, and it leaves the imprint on the paper of where exactly you need to cut it without having to trace it. And then I cut that away and just tried to get it as straight as possible. After I let that dry, I like to take a piece of sandpaper and just kind of push it over the edge. It will peel away any excess paper, and then put that blessed word back in the middle. I hot glued that down and it stayed really nice for me. Sometimes I worry about the hot glue on the metal, but this worked perfect, and I just feel like it really gave it a makeover. Love how it was looking. I did hot glue the same bow that came on here back on there, and then as always using my permanent marker to kind of draw around the edges or make little marks and dots. I feel like this just gives it a finished look and gives it more of like a crafty, fun look. I didn't even notice that I glued the bow upside down until it was almost dried, so I'm glad that I caught that. And then I thought it would be fun to give it a cute little patch. I always love adding patches to the bottom of pumpkins, so I cut out a piece of the burlap ribbon, pulled away a few strings so it looked raveled, glued that down, and then added a wooden button in the middle. And that's how easy it was to just make over this pumpkin, still just spending $1, but looks so much better. Thank you all so much for crafting along with me. Let me know which project was your favorite and what you are working on today. I also want to remind you about Skillshare. The links will be down in the description box so that anyone, the first 1,000 of my subscribers that get signed up, will receive a 1-month free trial. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting. Bye.